Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to episode number 12 of my Sunderland FIFA 14 Next Gen Career Mode. Here, signing some players up to our youth academy is something, a big thing I want to do. As you know, I've always talked about that as we motivate our team for the next match. And if you can see up there, we have signed Yunus Kabul on a free transfer. He's going to be coming to our team next season. He's a really good signing in my opinion. That's why a lot of people go for potential players, but I need to go for experience. I need strong players in my team for next season. If next season is going to be more of a convincing season, this one is a better season. A season of point, like not just the nothing season. Like, to me, so far, this is a nothing season. Like, we're not going to achieve anything at the minute, but we are on a decent Capital Cup run. You're going to have to wait till some other games to see how far we go if we do in fact make the final. But still, it's tough. It's tough. Apart from that, my league performances have not been good enough, and that's what I mean by signing Kabul. We need a stronger centre back, and also Marcelo Estigarribia. He's a good player for a winger. We need him. He can play on the left side, on the right side. And I think I was going to actually check him out, going to the transfer negotiations, because I don't think I found him in my shortlist here. So I went to actually in the negotiations to check him out. And he's a decent player. He's a player I actually signed before on Football Manager, so I have knowledge of him as a player. That's only going to help me. So far, leave your thoughts on my free transfers. Estigarribia, and also, of course, a very good centre-back signing in Yunus Kabul. You know, he's a strong player in FIFA. So leave your thoughts. Do you think they can improve the team, improve the quality? I know, yeah, no doubt. I think they can. Estigarribia, he's got pace. He can get past and he can put a cross in. That's going to be vital. Going down the left or right side, he's got the 4-star weak foot ability, so he can require a good backup option for us. That's if we sign a good player next season for the kind of winger. So he can start or be a first teamer. We just got to see what other signings we make before the start of next season, which is hopefully going to be a more positive season. That's what I have high hopes for. Like, this season, no doubt, like the league, if you notice, like in real life, there's a lot of teams that just stay in the Premier League every season and they don't really move anywhere. They just get stuck mid-table and they don't really, there's no movement about them. They're doing the same thing every season. I'm not sure what good, like teams like West Brom and that in real life, they're not getting relegated and they're staying around there, but there's no point of them being in the, well, there is a point, I guess, but I'm just saying they're never going up or never going down. It's just stagnant. But that's what I want to change with Sunderland. I want to slowly improve. Of course, it's not going to happen in the first season, but if things can happen, like Altidore scoring a decent amount of goals, he's going to put the base. We just need to improve our defensive side of our team. Like, I can score goals. You see Altidore putting through a goal there. We just need to improve my defense. Like, who knows? You'll see what happens in the rest of this game. But yeah, I just need to continue doing the same thing, continue defending well, and you see here, almost game over, and I am just going to show goals right now, and that's the thing what I'm doing, at least for the first season, so I can get through it fairly quickly, because going back to the point I said, the first season, at least the league matches, is nothing too exciting. I'm just going to come a solid lower mid-table. To me, it's not giving it away, because obviously saying I've already... you know, in previous episodes, I've said I'm going to be in the second season, and that's why I'm playing now. People can see me playing it. If you're my friend on Xbox, you can see it anyway, so there's no point in me pretending that I'm not in the second season. People can see me play it, so yeah, being in the second season, yeah, like this season, just going to finish in a lower mid-table position. Like, it's not like I'm going to come a top 6 or something. It's unrealistic now. But next season, with the signings I make, I believe, and the free transfers as well, I believe we'll have a decent squad, and I believe we can push for at least a Europa League qualifying position, like a top 6 position. I reckon that could be realistic. It'll be a big push-up, no doubt, but I'm really positive about my transfers. Like I've been saying, I'm not amazing at the game, but I believe I'm amazing at transfers, and you'll see the kind of players I bring in and the price I bring them in for. I'm not going to be using financial takeovers or anything. And you see, now they say I've been playing well. Look at that. They're like congratulating me and all of that, and saying the dedication I've brought to the team just because of that win. So the board is happy with me, and I'm still in the Capital One Cup. So I wasn't in danger of getting fired at this stage, and it was perfect timing, that win, because it brought that reaction from the board. So that means it's not in their minds they want to fire me at the minute. They want me to carry forward the Sunderland legacy. So it's all good right now. It's all good, but we do have a important game. We have an FA Cup against Millwall. If we win that, we're going to be in a lot of competitions, and that Honestly, I'd prefer to lose in the FA Cup and just keep my Capital One Cup going, and yeah, make our run going and make sure I continue in the league, picking up some points, so I didn't get relegated at this stage. And you saw there with Manone wanting a new contract. The problem with that was we didn't have enough money. Look, this is the problem, our funds right now. And luckily, I made the signings I did because, I could have been in trouble. And also, luckily, at the start of the new season, you get a new amount of funds, fresh amount of money. Because if I didn't, I'll be in trouble, no doubt. But we've got a very important match today against Millwall in the FA Cup. But Capital One Cup is more what I wanted to focus on there. We got drawn against Derby, so that's so lucky. We've got a pretty lucky run. We played against Wolves in the first round, and then we played against Wigan, and then we played against Newcastle. Of course, Newcastle's a solid team, but we've played against 3 teams that's not in the Premier League to get to this stage. Like I said, Wolves, Wigan, and now Derby in the semi-final, so it's a bit lucky if you ask me. But if you look here, Sunderland, suddenly we've pushed up to 13th. Clear of the relegation zone, definitely. So this is the position for Sunderland to realistic come in real life, in my opinion. They've been improving in real life, and I reckon they'll finish maybe around 13th, 14th, 15th. So that's what I'm going to try and do myself, and also so the expectations for next season aren't too high. And yeah, if we can finish there, that would be good, but it's not like I'm going to lose games on purpose. But as I said, I'm going to simulate a lot of games. Because after all the cups are finished, like playing FA Cup games and Capital One Cup games, there's no point. I suppose there is a point of playing, but it's wasting time. Going back to the point of wasting time, if I simulate games, I'm just going to get similar results anyway. I'm going to get what Sunderland expect, and then you can see what kind of results Sunderland would get when I'm not playing the games, but when I'm simulating them, and that will give a true reflection if I'm doing well or not. Like, if Sunderland continue, when I sim them, if they continue to lose games, it means I'm not doing bad. It just means the team's not good enough for this level. But that's not the main point I simulated. Simulated just because I wanted to get to the end of the season once I knew I'm just going to finish in that lower mid-table and I wasn't going to get relegated. And of course, I wasn't going to come in the top 6, so it would have been pointless trying to attempt to win every single game because that simply wouldn't have happened. So leave your thoughts. Do you think it's a good idea just to sim those games so I can just get to the second season where more positive signs, more interesting things, and some nice transfers are going to be there? Because I just want to show what I believe people want to see more. Not pointless league games that's going to mean nothing. I'm going to finish that mid-table to lower mid-table anyway. So hopefully you understood my logic about that. So the end of this season will come really quick after I'm out of all these cups, or after I possibly win one. You got to wait and see what happens with that. But Louis Lang has declined the contract offer just because we didn't have the funds right now. So I might have to wait till a bit later till we get those. Hopefully we can go far in the cups to get that cup money, as you know you get. So here I went to motivate my team. As you know, this is a lot of games right now in the FA Cup, Capital One Cup, League. Fantastic. So Louis Lang, I went back to him, trying to offer him a contract. He's actually decent. And he also can play various positions. I think he can play like centre-back, left-back, and defensive mid. So he's going to be a player for the future for me because he's actually got also physical attributes to his game. He's pretty pacey for a centre-back. I think he's got like mid-70s pace or something like that. But we are playing away to Millwall. Important game. Scouting the Netherlands as well. Memphis Depay, he could be a player on our radar to sign for next season. We're at least going to be targeting him and some similar targets. Just going to depend who am I going to have the funds for? That's the biggest thing. You see, I'm searching for some first-team quality players, which you have to do. That's a big more than anything. You know, Depay, he's a younger type, and I've been saying I want to sign experienced players, but Depay will be a good first-team. Like, he's a young player, got the potential, but he's still good enough to come in already. I'm sure you know what I mean. Like, I would still sign a young prospect if they're above 70, and that's what I mean with Depay. He's got that at least 70 overall, but he's got the growth ability as well. So he's definitely someone I like, or at least I want to sign him or someone similar to him next season. But of course I can't now because I simply don't have the funds. So I just got to focus. I got to deal with the team I have. And to me, I'm happy. Like, looking at my starting 11, the starting 11 looks decent. You've got some decent players in there. So I just need to start lifting up my ability. No doubt we have a weak link at left back with Colback. And look at this match right here. Away, no goal until... Yeah, well, up until now, there's no goal, and they put a ball in, and a cross like that. To me, I couldn't defend that. Like, they just picked it up and crossed it, and That's the thing. A lot of your AI defending isn't amazing. Like, I'm not sure the quality of a player helps to that. And here we had the chance. We had to score in injury time. I always concede these goals, but can I score a late goal to come back and give my chance to go far in the FA Cup? But I'm already far in the Capital One Cup. We were just so many games, but like I never want to win a game, or I never want to lose a game. Sorry, so I always was trying hard to win this match. You see here, we would have had one last opportunity with the lob through ball. Jack Colback, he just couldn't get through there. It was a lot to ask for him, especially as he has high defensive work rate, the left back. So, unfortunately, we lost the 1-0. Yeah, we lost the 1-0 game against Millwall. Again, we had more shots on target. Very disappointing. It was frustrating, especially when you have 6 shots on target, no goals. I get so frustrated at myself. And now, like, that's the thing about my videos now. I get mad at myself if I'm not winning games because I want to have I want to show wins in my videos for my subscribers. So that's it. And this is what I meant. Look at this. Januzaj got an 8 million offer from Chelsea, and that's more than I bought him for. I bought him for like 3 million or something. So I'm already going to... This is why I signed him. Who cares if he's not going to be a good player? I just did a crazy high counter because I don't want to sell him. He's got like 89 potential on the update I'm playing. So that's why I signed him. Not necessarily because he's an amazing player in FIFA. He definitely isn't. I don't think he's amazing at all. The thing is, he is a high potential player, and I'm going to get offers like that always from teams like Chelsea, way more than I bought him for, and maybe I could use to buy that for a good FIFA player, like a strong and pacey guy. You know those players are good in FIFA. But moving on to something really important here against Derby County, where I want to move in, and I think it's over 2 legs in this because I remember playing them twice. So if you can hear my dog, sorry, it's like barking. Craziness, so hopefully I can get through this with minimal background dog noise. So hopefully we can move on and continue this run in the Capital One Cup. But as I said, it's over 2 legs, and this is at home. You would expect us against Derby to take a winning result, but who knows what happened in the away leg. Away matches are really hard for me. Not hard, it is hard because I can't win the ball back. That's a problem. Is anyone else the same? Sometimes you feel it's impossible to get the ball back. Like, it does depend which team you're at, but it's more so it depends which team you're playing against, but it more so depends on their custom tactic. Like, you know, Swansea, for me, Swansea and Arsenal are the same. They're the same hardness, if that's a word, to beat. Like, I find Swansea really hard to beat because they keep the ball, and they always have like 60% possession against me every time I play them, regardless, again, what team I am. They're just really amazing when you play on world class or a higher level. So yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else is the same, but that's just my experience in playing those kind of teams that keep possession when you play on a higher level above professional. I haven't even played professional on this year's game yet. I've just went to world class and stuck on it. It's been difficult enough as it is. So here, again, it's been a long time, like no goal scored until this time, and you see here Derby on the attack. But it is pretty good defending until now. But was that offside or something? I think that was offside somehow. We got a free kick anyway. And this is a longer episode because, you know, I want to get a lot of games. Again, another reason to get into the second season, but I wanted to get this game and this episode as well. Very much importance as we're playing through. Cavanda gets through. A little bit of fake shot there. Puts a ball in. And Stephen Fletcher scores another goal. He's been pretty good for me as a striker. He's scored a few goals. If you watch the previous episodes, he scored some goals here and there. Important goals in the league, maybe to pick up some points here and there, which is always good. But now he scores an important goal in the Capital One Cup against Derby. And to me, I like this stadium, even though it's not realistic. I just feel it brings my own personal style, and I can bring, like, again, you go back to that point. Look at that. They almost score, but Sunderland, eventually I want them playing Champions League, but also that's not realistic as well. So once you play a lot of seasons, it becomes not realistic anyway. I want to just add it to like a fantasy flavor sort of thing, like building your own team and build a fantasy lineup within 4 or 5 seasons. So yeah, that's the reason I chose it, and because I like it. You see all the photographers and stuff, and the security around the running track. It looks good to and look at the crowd as well. It looks decent when you see it like that. So here it looks like we're going to pick up that 1-0 victory at home in this match, which is always good because you need to keep your morale up of your team. Wins are not just important for winning. It's important for morale as well, to keep your confidence of your team up, to continue that form. Like, you notice now I'm starting to get a few wins in a row, or not in a row, like just piling up the wins, and that's something good. You saw we had more shots on target in this game as well. I'm slowly improving. Like, you're going to see this. You're going to see this slowly, just inclination, me just improving in my performance, just going up and up. You know, the start of the season was pretty bad. I'm not shying away from that, but I'm slowly improving in terms of my quality of my results, of the way I'm playing, and it's all coming together, and it's really good timing for our Capital Cup how do you say that? Capital Cup 1 run. Capital 1 Cup run, sorry. Yeah, that's a bit difficult to say, but anyway. Do you think I can win it? Do you think I can go all the way? And that's the thing. If I get to the final but I don't win the final, do I still qualify for the Europa League? Because if I do, next season could be really exciting. So now I'm just going to round this episode off with a squad report. Vito Mannone has increased really well. No doubt he wants a new contract. He's gone +3 and he feels underpaid. Cavanda +2. Roberge, not really any increase. He's just an average centre-back for me, but he's got jumping and strength. So yeah, leave your thoughts on him. Lee Catamol +2, Yanazai +3. As I said, 89 potential. Could be a beastly player into the future. Key's going to go back to Swansea next season. I don't think I'm going to get him back to the team just because it's not possible. Well, it is possible, but I just went for other signings. I think I got another free transfer. You're probably going to wait. You might have to wait till the next episode to see that. But yeah, we're going to sign a central midfielder on a free transfer. Who's running out of his contract. Marcos Alonso improving. I think he's got decent potential as well, like a 78. Desain, I'm going to be letting him go. To me, Desain is a similar type to Estigarribia, who we signed, like that left midfielder, but he's pacier and younger. And he can play on the right side as well, so it was logical to... Yeah, I'll be letting Desain go, because he's just decreasing as a player, and Estigarribia is still like 26, experienced player, got enough years left in him for the duration of this career. Danny Graham, I'll probably look to sell him once he comes back. I'll be looking to sign some other players as well. So if you enjoy this series, drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time.